Hello guys, welcome back. So as I put all my wolf gear on, I got 1111, so some wolf is super happy with me. I did get a parting gift. Hermes usually, like I said, leaves chaos in his wake when he comes to see me. Like I said, I don't really think he's ever truly liked me. Sprained my hand this morning just sitting up, so I was like, okay, okay. And Odin was looking at me, and I said, if that was a parting gift, he better do better because I'm still alive and I still have my sword hand. So I was like, yeah, that's my baby girl. I said, you can just kind of strap the shield onto that arm and I'll just use it like this. It's pretty good because I asked the old man if he would help me with the healing and that, and he will. He's pretty good at healings. And as he's healing, it can take longer than with, like, say, some other gods. He'll help you bear up with the pain. That sounds like not the best gift from a god, but Odin's very practical. Odin comes from a time when people were in a lot of chronic pain a lot of the time. Remember, there was not any miracle cabinet of lovely drugs to go get, and they had their natural cures, but they didn't always work. So people could be in a great deal of pain, and Odin will teach you how to bear up under the pain, which, if you have a chronic illness like I do, or you have fibromyalgia, is a fucking good thing to have. You're still in pain, it's just you're just kind of like at the pain. So it doesn't go away, and it doesn't always get cured, but you learn to deal with it, which to me is far more practical blessing. So I got 1111 as I was putting all my wolf gear on, so we'll share the 1111 goodness with you guys. And we got an order in, and nobody fucked with it because Mammon. And I told them, I said, I'm gonna name Mammon and Odin frickin' Gary. They'll be my two wolves, and they're happy. We got our hints open, which is very important with my compromised immune system. And we got those noodles I love. Loki loves them too. They're like these cheap ass teriyaki chow mein style noodles that you get from Walmart. You get like 12 for like 11 something, 10 something. They're not as cheap as Nissan noodles, but they're so fucking good. It's like this black and red package. You'd know it if you saw it. And they're so fucking good. They're already out of stock again because they're so good. Everybody loves these damn things. It's a generous portion of noodles, and I talked to them. I said, we're going to see if we can cook this on the stove. It's for the microwave, but it seems like sometimes in the microwave your veggies don't quite cook up. So I said we'll see if we can cook it on the stove or something, see what we can do with it. Or you can cook it with boiling water. We might try that, but them's the good noodles. And we're just having a lot of fun together. The Swiffer pad should come, and I was thinking in Walmart terms, like if you order them on Walmart, you get like 6 or 11 refills. And I had thought the price was highway robbery on Walmart, and Odin's like, how many refills did you get again? And it's like something like 17 or 27. It's like some insane amount. I'm like, we can wash the floor every day if you want. So we got like some kind of insane amount of refills, which is good because, like I said, I couldn't get a lot of this stuff for months. The rest of our stuff hasn't shipped yet, but I just ordered it, like you guys know, like around midnight last night, so I'm not surprised. But it's supposed to be here by Saturday, and then we will be fully, truly stocked up. We will have backups of stuff, and oh yeah, Loki's like, mention the film, mention the film. We watched this film. We didn't watch it to the very end. It was another one of those Christian films, and it was from the 70s. And it was called Years of the Beast. And it was actually one of the better attempts I've seen at making a post-apocalyptic film. So, well, apocalypse film. And usually in these movies, they really, really, really play up the Christian part. And it was in there this time too. But the guy that starts off, I think, kind of like an atheist, which was interesting. And he has this other friend, other professor who's a believer who leaves him behind the Christian book Crazy. And it goes on, and it's just really weird because they took this kind of free-willing interpretation of Revelation and they started putting in all the stuff that, like, is not there. We had one New World Order, and this was back in the 70s. I had no idea how old this conspiracy theory was. So they had a New World Order, and we had one world leader who looked like he was from South America, but was white and spoke English with an American accent. So I'm not sure what was happening. And he was supposed to be the beast, and he ends up getting assassinated at one point, reincarnates as he gets back up as either Satan or somebody. And there's a priest of Satan that wears a crab necklace, and I'm trying to think, like, is it like the Crab Nebula, or are they talking about astrology? Does this have something to do with cancer? I really didn't get it because I'm like, are they talking about the beast with many heads? This makes no sense. So the satanic priest is, blessing the Antichrist, and he's keeping him healthy, and he brings him back from the dead, and they speak this gobbledygook where it's half references to Jesus and half references to Satan, and I'm like, okay. But the most unbelievable part of this movie, and I had to fall out of my chair laughing, and the gods were laughing with me, is that when the beast takes over, Americans willingly gave up their guns. I'm like, bull fucking shit. I call it bullshit right now. You know what Americans would do? And I'm speaking as a gun owner. We would go buy a new gun and give you that in one set of bullets and go, yes, officer, that's all my guns. Have you ever seen the any of the movies, action movies, where there are guns hidden all over the house? That's America. We would never give you all of our fucking guns. Do we look crazy to you? We might not all need assault rifles because we don't need to go to war in the streets, but we're not giving you our guns. That's some bullshit right there. And they kind of made the Christians look like innocent victims. So, remember, this is another one where only Christ and only Satan exists. No other gods or goddesses came in and were like, this is some bullshit right here. Um, I'm gonna call him Boss Hogg. There's this sheriff that was clearly one of Satan's minions. And he was actually the good guy, even though they tried to play him as evil. He was just going around enforcing the law. He had a bit of a prickish attitude, but to keep the Christians in line, they were going around and they were obviously making sure Christians didn't have guns, because this seemed like a really fucking bad idea to the Satanists. And they were making sure they didn't have excess food. So they would go in and they would say, if you're hoarding food, we're taking it off of you. And the Christians would just whine at them and not do anything. And he was so bad, he was comical. He took like this box of extra food, and you're supposed to be like crying for the Christians. And they had cooked bread, and the woman says real bitchily to him, "Have you taken enough?" And he smiles at her, and he takes the bread off of the table and throws it in the thing. I'm like, that's Boss Hogg right there. That's Boss Hogg. He gonna go catch them boys finally, is what he gonna do. I'm waiting for the car to show up and hear the horn and see him chasing them. I'm like, that would have been a better movie. Anyhow, the Satanists end up taking control, and everyone that worships Satan is living pretty high on the hog, because you can still, as long as you're worshiping Satan, or you at least have the mark, it's like, he doesn't give two shits if you worship him. You could trade and live how you wanted, and you'd be part of the society, and everything was actually pretty fucking good and peaceful. There was no war, there was no crime because he took the weapons away. There was an abundance of food for those who were willing to get with the program, and it was actually pretty good. I watched it up to the point where Boss Hogg follows them to. They go out and they hide in a abandoned warehouse. And I kind of fast forwarded through the rest, and the one guy that kind of brings him out there is like a crazy old man type. And at one time he was kind of more pagan. He would have killed Boss Hogg when he had the chance, and he doesn't take the chance now because he's a good Christian. Well, it ends up costing him. And I'm like, there you go. Your religion's really useful. So it was bad, because I remember being brought up Roman Catholic, and I remember having our priest tell us, one, don't take Revelation seriously, but two, if it did happen, if you have to get a tattoo on your butt, you get a tattoo on your butt. You do what you need to survive. Catholics are survivors. I'm like, well, the Catholics would be. But really, the gods asked me, now this is never going to happen, okay? Revelation's never coming true. It was a metaphor for the time, for the people of the time. And they asked me, what would you do if this did come true? I said, they can tattoo my butt, tattoo it on my forehead, tattoo it on my tongue. I don't give two craps. If this means I have good access to food and medical care, fuck yeah, because that'd be the first time in this country. And you're like, yay! So if the Antichrist does come, I will welcome him with open arms. And Satan was like, hmm. So, it was actually pretty bad because, there were so many holes in that plot. Like, Boss Hogg's supposed to be this enemy that's after them relentlessly, but they keep going to this damn barn and having lights on. So the barn would be lit up like a Christmas tree. And if he really wanted them, if he was really truly after them, he would have got them. And he actually, he had a girl that was interested in him and he was being decent and he wasn't really taking advantage of her. And, he loved her in his own way, and he was just looking out for his own. And he told her, he said, I know you don't want to do this stuff, go after some of these people because the law's the law. He said, if we didn't have law, we'd have chaos in the street. And he said, whether we like it or not, we fulfill the law because that's our job. And I'm like, that is the most common sense thing I've heard in this whole damn movie. So, he was right. And they were acting like the victims, but had everybody went and got a mark, this would have been a 5-minute damn movie. The Antichrist wasn't bad. They brought the whole damn world together under one government. Came back from the dead, made sure everybody had enough. The people that were starving and everything were the people who wouldn't get with the program. And I'm like, what part of get with the program are you not getting? You can't fight the system. You can hate the system with all your heart and all your soul, but you still get along with the system enough to get yourself taken care of. So, they enjoyed that. They didn't enjoy seeing Satan portrayed so unfairly, but, they enjoyed the fact that I was having fun with it. So, we hope you guys are having a good one. We're waiting on our Swiffer pads. Hopefully they come in, and hopefully they ship my Kleenex sometime this year. So, we're waiting on them to ship that, and we're waiting for them to ship a couple other things. But after that ships, and after Amazon Walmart ships, we'll have all of our stuff and we'll be more than ready for whatever comes. So if you guys like, I'm hearing guns and ammo back here. If you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. And we did try to play American Dream for you guys last night. I just suck so bad at that game. It's a game where you have to have actual marksmanship. I suck so bad. I played the first 2 levels for you. It took me 20 minutes, and yes, that's bad. I'm bad. So I didn't bring that to you, but it's the one where it's guns for everything. So yeah, you start as a baby with guns, and you're like shooting in your thing, and it's really dark comedy, like you're eating food off of a gun and everything else. I can make it through that game, but I really have to limp through it, and I don't think you seeing my bad marksmanship would make for much game time. It has a lot of dark humor, but you'd be better off seeing someone that can aim play it. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.